Johns, welcome back to Le Mans Ultimate. I have practiced, I have qualified first, and I am getting ready for a 30-minute race. Now it looks like no pit scheduled, fuel not required. I have 48 new tires. This is interesting. I'm not sure what this means. Catch up, that's what it means. I need to be in the green. So this is formation lap. Okay, I like that. So it's telling me where exactly, not there. So I am behind. Slow down, slow down. So you can see the faster class starts ahead of us. And what they're doing is they're swerving to warm up their tires. See, I've got a Corvette behind me. And I need to stay in that green. This is a rolling start. That's why it's this way. So I need to stay right here in this green, if I can, green area. Good news is I'm starting out the 2023 season in first place. I have 1 point for getting pole position. And I thought about it, my qualifying laps, the fact that I did not go off track, I think on 1 or 2 of those laps, made all the difference in the world. Being ahead of second place by about a half a second, or maybe it was a tenth of a second. I think it was a tenth of a second. Literally just split second, what we call it. So it matters. But I'm pretty stoked. It looks like I might be able to be competitive, at least at this level, novice that I chose. So, and that's good news as well, because if I do a whole season and it seems just too easy, I don't foresee that happening, but I can bump it up. Remember, there is no true career in this game right now, which is a shame. But this game came out 5 days ago. I looked it up, July 25th, I think, or 22nd, or 24th. Anyway, I can't remember. It came out within a week of this video. So it's new, and I don't know if it's, I don't think it's beta. I don't think it's early release. I'll have to look that up. I'll report back to you. Now, all I have to do is stay ahead of the GTE cars behind me. I do not have to even try to keep up with the cars in front of me. That is impossible. They're a whole different class. But one thing I love about this type of racing is you're mixed in with other classes, which, I mean, that seems crazy when you think about it. It's like NASCAR racing with rally cars at the same time, and maybe Demolition Derby, and they all do their own thing. So I'm just going to stay in this green section here, keep warming my tires up, line up on the left. Okay, so that's what it's telling me here. The Corvette's going to be on my right in second place. Rolling start. My first one here. And I don't know if we'll get a 3, 2, 1 go or anything. I don't know. I assume we would. Now I think I changed my fuel to 22 laps. I could have done a full tank, but because this, I was kind of guessing on this. I think I did 5 laps in 10 minutes in qualifying, so I did the math. I figured I could probably do in the 30-minute race, right? Oh, careful. Stay in line, stay in line. Boy, they're really picky. They want me to be right here. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Corvette's ahead of me. Anyway, I lowered my fuel. I'm going to take second place. Okay. This is... I lowered my fuel so I'd be lighter. Now, focus, 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 focus. I could easily just get blown out of the water here. Racing is not like qualifying. There are cars all over the place. and I have to remember what I'm doing. These cars are awesome. Look at that. I got a Porsche and a Corvette in front of me. I love the bright pink Porsche. Now we are in the mix with these higher level cars, which I'm surprised by. Let's go. Come on. I'm in third, almost fourth. Slow, slow, slow. Is this the bad corner? I don't have time to even look. I think so, yes. Now what I need to do is just race the green line and race the track. Don't worry about the cars. That'll come. I know I go into corners way too fast, and that's going to be one of my downfalls, is just slamming into cars at full speed. So I will be cautious in corners. Okay, and if I see them braking, I will brake. I'm in second place, I think, behind the Corvette. This is super fun, like better than I thought. And I said that in my previous video, but oh, I'm getting passed. Oh, he's another class, but he's not another class. Careful. I could spin myself out pretty easily here. I'm just racing the Corvette. I love this, that all these other cars are in the way, but I'm not racing them. That's so cool. Okay, that Corvette's pretty fast though. Now, I'm racing a season, not just a race, so I already have 1 point for qualifying, so I don't have to win this race. But you do get, there we go, bumped him out of the way a little bit. You do get quite a bit more points for first. I'm actually surprised that we are even able to keep up with these supercars in front of us. Good practice. I mean, I can use these guys as a pace car. Don't try to pass them, just try to stay with them. I think I'll just smoke the Corvette. He's already being left in the dust. So if I just try, oh yeah, they're pulling away, but I can catch them on corners a little bit. So if I can use them as a pace car, just try to stay at the back of this pack. That just might be the perfect strategy, because if I can watch them, they will show me when to brake. I can see their tires puff up some smoke when they brake hard and things like that, but this is great strategy. Now, couldn't do this if I was not in first. And I don't want to really pass these guys. There's no reason to get in the mix, because it looks like that Corvette is well behind. I can still see him. Oh, but I want to try to stay with these guys, so don't let off, because the Corvette is catching me. I let off just a little bit, so got comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Let's go. Which, interesting, this is a 30-minute race. 30 minutes. So, it's a long one. That's long for me. So the good news is I don't think I need to change tires or get gas. I do need to watch my tires though, because I could burn my tires up if I'm not careful. So I need to watch the graphic in the lower right. It shows the blue tire, the green tires. So that is tire temperature. I love this, that I don't need to pass these guys. This is just pretty sweet. I'm just defending, really. Okay, bad corner. If I do this right, my lap time should get better. I also like how on the map you can see the numbers on the cars, little circle, and it shows me that car 12th place car is right in front of me. It also shows me that the Corvette behind me is number 2 in my division, so blue bubbles must be the division in front of me, orange or whatever that is, yellow bubble is my class of car. So I like how it says upper right corner, I'm on lap 3 of about 15. That's what they're guessing. And I guessed 15 laps also, and that's why I put in 22 laps of fuel. A little harder to keep up with those guys now. So fun. I used to be a NASCAR fan for quite a few years, watched a lot of NASCAR races, but it kind of turned out to be how I fell asleep on Sunday afternoon. Lay on the couch and watch NASCAR and fall asleep because they just went left in the same direction for 3 hours, and it just was quite a bit boring. And this type, any kind of road race, way more fun. And again, try not to focus on where the Corvette is necessarily. I'm trying to stay on the track. Trying to stay on the track and follow that green line. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time to number 2, coming up probably behind me now. A little bit. All it takes is one mistake and you can lose a position or the whole race. So I need to be a little bit more cautious, and 30 minutes of concentration, that's not easy for me. Imagine doing a 6-hour race or a 12-hour race or the full 24-hour at Le Mans. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Obviously, you'd have to eat and take breaks. Okay, I think we're coming up to the bad corner. No, we're not. I forget. Can't keep track of that one. Tuck in, and go. Almost full speed now. Full speed. Here we go. Okay. Tires are still green. Okay, so we're 4 seconds ahead of the Corvette. Slow. That's good. Man, that's nice raspy Ferrari engine. Okay, red. Slow. Coast, and go. Tuck it in. Coast and tuck it in. Little bit of gas. Okay, full speed. Go. You can see the car. You can see that jerking back and forth. That's my joystick. So I can't really avoid that. I'm not so. Here's the bad corner. I am not super smooth with my thumb on the joystick. So it's I play a tap type of. Use a tap strategy, so I just kind of flick it, and I'm just not super smooth with doing it otherwise. So unfortunately, it's a little bit bouncy when I race. Okay, slow, coast, full speed, go. All right. So we are 6, almost 7 seconds ahead of Katzberg, second place. My competition. It's only really car that's been, other than the Porsche, who was in there for a little bit. Corvette's been my only competition, which is great. It does kind of question, does make me question. All right, was novice, should I gone intermediate? I mean, I can play a racing game, so maybe novice, a little bit easy for me. And, you know, I don't want to speak too soon. So, I'm not saying I'm going to win this thing, but I did not even think I'd be in the top 20 first race, or maybe even the first season, top 10. So some of the games that I played, the Aceto Corsa competitions and the true simulators, that's what you end up with. That's what you get. Unless you tweak your car, unless you put in hours and hours of practice, it's like a simulator, you know. So that's kind of what I thought this would be. But this is the graphics of a simulator with the gameplay of a arcade game. I wouldn't say arcade game, a racing game. Okay, bad corner. Every track seems to have a bad corner. I just call it the bad corner. So you can see the cars ahead of me are gone. Not even on my map. They have taken off. They got their tires warmed up. They got their strategies figured out, and they are out of here. Careful. There's the second corner that throws me off. All right, so lap 6 of about 15. So not even halfway yet. I did not have time to look up the settings after I qualified, and I didn't want to hit back and go back to the main menu because it might cancel my session or my weekend completely. And since this is the first weekend in the championship, I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, tuck in here, tuck in, and go. Okay, there we go. But I want to see about damage. I'd like a little bit more realistic damage. If I crash a wall, it should affect me. I don't want it to be, you know, like an arcade. I want there to be some consequences if I make a bad decision. Now there is an online option, also a co-op option. I imagine that's like maybe co-op would be 2-player, maybe with a buddy, but online would be truly with other people. And maybe this is a bad corner? Yep. Maybe I'll work up to that, but typically I don't love multiplayer stuff. When it comes to racing games, my experience is, unless the server is set up to really control it, like you have to earn your way in, which a lot of them do now. Like you have to prove that you can even drive. But still, one person could try to drive backwards or just try to take everybody out for fun because that's what they like to do. It can really ruin everybody's day. I mean, if they spent all week practicing for a race and then one person wipes everybody out, as you can imagine, that would not be fun. So I tend to kind of like to just go against AI cars. They're predictable. And the AI is getting better. They are making them drive a little bit more, less predictable, a little bit have some human traits. So they are also apt to make, I don't know about this game, I can't speak for this game, but some other games I've played recently, they will act a little more human. So they put into the AI, you know, some bobbles and some crashes and mistakes. All right, lap 7. We are just about halfway done. We are halfway done. Okay, so let's just do the same thing we just did again. But I don't have to fight to stay ahead or to keep up. I can just keep my pace and don't lose focus. The goal would be to not go in the grass at all, to stay on the track. Okay, Katzberg 13 seconds behind, so I am definitely pulling away. My pace is a little faster than his pace. Then behind him, he's got a 19 second slow. 19, this is the bad corner. I got a car behind him about 5 seconds. Okay, so lost a little bit there. He's only 14 seconds behind me now. I probably don't need to... Oh, careful there, buddy. There's that second worst corner. I probably don't need to... okay, 12 seconds. Still 12 seconds ahead. Probably, my tires seem to be doing great. I was thinking I maybe want to take it easy on my tires, but they're still staying pretty well green. I assume they go yellow and then red is what I'm guessing. Yellow, orange, red, maybe, as they wear down. Now, if I do this whole season at this same 30-minute race kind of thing, there won't be much of a tire or fuel strategy necessary. I just love looking at this car. I love a Ferrari, man. Whew. So I do plan on racing. This is the 2023 season that follows the actual 2023 season with the same drivers and cars and tracks. And I'm going to keep track of my own points. Since there's no career mode, I will probably throw it into a spreadsheet or a chart, and I'll share that with you. And we'll see how I do. And then I'll do the 2024 season. And then hopefully by then they'll have the 2025 season. I mean, it's still 2025, so. What I'm hoping, as good as this game is, I'm hoping, after I read some things online about people saying the company is struggling and here's the bad corner, and maybe they won't be around very long. I don't know if that's true. I wish I wouldn't have read that. But I'm hoping that because this looks and plays so good, I'm hoping they'll stick with it and they'll add a career mode like they say they will, and that they will add, here's the second bad corner, stayed on, good, that they'll add the 2025 season, etc. as we go. Now that doesn't mean I can't choose my own, create my own. I mean, that's really what I'm doing. You set up your own weekend, race weekend. You choose all the parameters, the cars, the tracks. So I could do my own. I could, even if they don't do it themselves, which I think they will. But I guess what I'm saying and what I'm thinking is, if the game puts out and peters out and they don't support it after this year, let's say, I could still create my own seasons and just kind of my own mix of tracks. And that's what Dirt Rally 2.0, I called that the best racing game ever, and it's best rally racing game for sure, even after WRC 24, I think, or 23. I didn't like it. That whole season. It's too bad it wasn't good, because they have a lot of years of WRC games. They just weren't good. Just when you play Dirt Rally 2.0, it just blows everything else away. There was no career mode, and I was so discouraged. Almost didn't play it. So I had to create my own kind of imaginary career, and I keep track of points, and same thing I'm going to do with this one. All right, so we're 15 seconds ahead, lap 10. Okay, bad corner. Almost have to go full brake when I come into that, because I don't really see it until I get right on it. So far, just kind of been out front, 15 seconds, a fourth of a minute. Um, and it hasn't been difficult. Now, do I want to do this the entire season? Probably not. So I need to think about that. Um, I don't know if I can change the difficulty level now that I started. I should be able to. Since they're race weekends, it's not a career mode. But I think I set the difficulty mode when I chose my uh, when I created my profile. So I'll look into that and let you know. I do think I need to bump it up one. I'd like it to be difficult, so I shouldn't win my first race. That's a sign that it's too easy. Good news is the car is easy to drive. I'm not slamming walls. I mean, those, going back to what I said about those simulators, simulator games, they can be so difficult just to stay on the track. And in my opinion, that kind of takes the fun out of it. There are people who are into that. That's what they like. That's great. It's great. The goal would be to have racing games for all types. A lot of people like the Forza Horizon 5s and the arcade style games because you can just do anything with your car, crash through stuff, jump off stuff, and it's fun. It's fun. But it's not racing. Even the races were arcade style. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Bad corner. Same thing again. Full brake, and then coast and go. All right, so my tire's turning a little bit light green there. Going into that corner probably when I slam them on, that's what's happening. And then they cool back off, and then they go kind of back to blue and green again, I think. So here's the second worst corner. Goal is to stay off the grass. Okay, hopefully about 4 more laps. And we'll take a checkered, I hope, if I just stay focused. 17 seconds ahead. Okay, going on lap 12. There we go. By the way, the S up next to my lap times, that just means soft tires. So that's what was recommended, so I stuck with that. Looks like everybody else went with soft tires as well. The supercars and the other divisions went with mediums. And I need to remember that even if I ever do get bored of this game, I could race those other divisions and be a lot faster. So there's definitely that. There are 2 other divisions. At least. Maybe there's more, I don't know, as the seasons progress. I could probably change the graphic in the lower left. Looks like I'm just on pit stop strategy. Apparently there's other screens. It looks like I could tap. I don't know how to do it. Probably now's not the time to do it. There's probably other information like gas. Looks like information, time, other things. I just don't know. Oh, okay. So I tap that just to see. So that's positions. Clock. Ah, okay. I do have a little bit of time. I'm 18 seconds ahead. I have a little bit of time to look around, which maybe isn't a good thing, saying that, hey, I'm so far out that I can play with this stuff. So that just tells me the clock, 12:30. Okay, that tells me my lap times. That's interesting. Oh, not lap times. That's total, right? So it says, let me see what's going on here. My best, S1, S2, S3. Not sure what that is. What I'm thinking is S1 and S2 are the other divisions, and that can't be because one's slower than me. S2, S3. Let's look at this. Okay, so these are actual temperatures. Here's the bad corner. This is multitasking right here. So tire temperatures also tells me probably tire wear. 72% is the worst. That's the inside left, front left tire. Let's go next thing. This is I have 21 liters left. Second worst corner right here. Save target, no. Push, average, last. Okay, nothing really that helps me there. Traction control. I can change some stuff on the fly here, which I do not want to do at all. And then we're back to this. So I don't know, what's the most use? Whoa. Well, okay. I'm getting lapped, finally. That might be a good goal in the future, to try to finish the race without being lapped, because I'm really close. I mean, that's one. Maybe I'll pass him if I can. Let's go. Now, I could almost make it without getting past. He is the fastest car on the track, that guy, and he lapped me. So I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, I guess. But if I would have kept my speed up, I could have avoided that. It's not a big deal, but it's maybe a goal. I think on my last lap. So I think that screen right there I like. It shows me who's in front of me and who's behind me. It shows me I've got two hypercars behind me. Also would show me how far back they are. That would help me, I think. So if I'm going to have a helpful screen, this one might be one of the best. If I don't have to pit. Other than tire, if my tires were, I don't know why they're not burning up more than they are. I'm not being like easy on my tires, but it's probably just the novice setting that I chose. Okay, is this the bad corner? Yes. Okay. So it just tells me I'm 7 seconds ahead of the next hypercar, so probably not going to have to deal with him. Oh, careful, careful. Second worst corner. I was not paying attention. No, 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 no. Oh, it just kind of bounces off the wall with no damage. I wonder, it flashed yellow for a minute. I wonder if you could bring out a yellow flag. Probably if there was damage, yes, but I just bounced off and kept going. So that's something. Oh, here comes a hypercar. All of a sudden he's 1 second behind me. So I'm gonna get out of his way. Oh, he's going outside. Okay. Didn't have to. I didn't have to get out of his way. Haven't had a pace car for a while. Next car's right behind me as well. Let me go ahead and pull over, let him go. Okay, finish line should be coming up here. And I'm only 10 seconds behind, ahead of the next guy. So that Corvette has snuck up on me a little bit as I was looking through the screens, menus there. All right, here we go. So 24th overall, but first is what matters. And that's what it looks like when we do a race in Le Mans Ultimate. And see, the game just ends there. See how that works? It doesn't go on to anything, and that's what I don't like. I don't like it. Well, there it was. That was it. That's right now. That's all you can do in this game is a weekend. So, oh, I wonder what I should have looked at points. Oh no. What if I can? I just remembered. I need to know how they finished. So, I'll need to figure out whether I don't want to watch the replay. I want to get to the end. I need to write down points for every car. There's only 8 cars in my division, but that's how I'm going to keep track of points. I need to remember not to exit the race until I get the standings. So I'll do that next time. So thanks for joining me. We'll do race 2 next time around. Super fun. Pick it up if you get a chance. This is Le Mans Ultimate, and it just came out less than a week ago. I'm super stoked. So thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. For now, Mr. Johns is